Hey, what you guys? Welcome back. I've been away for a couple of days. Not away, but I've just not been. I've not uploaded a video. I haven't been anywhere. Why would I? Why would I want to go away? You know, wherever you go, there's going to be people, and generally they are of the NPC plugged-in brigade, and usually make most social experiences pretty miserable because we now live in a horrible dystopia. So I like to be your little break from dystopia. I mean, obviously we're still in the dystopian world, you know, but me and you, we are not in it. Okay, so I like to bring you a few laughs and as raw, unfiltered commentary as I can be, really. So you're not going to get me going, oh my God, you know, guys, come on, let's give the Odyssey a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's wait till it comes out first before we judge it. No, screw these people. They've had their time, and they're on the decline now. And it's a good thing. I've had enough of Hollywood. I've had enough of their bullshit, and I've had enough of actors and their insanity. And it's so much has come out now. We know these people are like demons and controlled. And I even used to say like. Christopher Nolan, I was like, Christopher Nolan, I said, you give Christopher Nolan a film, he's going to make a good film. He's the last good director in Hollywood, big time, you know, big time. And then the Odyssey comes along, and he has either massively let himself down, oh God, I don't want to see her face yet. He's either massively let himself down, or he really is that desperate for an Oscar. Like, I really... I don't get the whole Oscar thing. I mean, they used to kind of mean something. You know, if you went back 20 years and said, yeah, it won 11 Oscars, you'd be like, wow, this is going to be a good film. Come forward today, yeah, it won a load of Oscars. Yeah, you've got Sinners, which is just a load of racist drivel, which is just black people beating up white people for 2 hours. Or something like that. You know, it's going to be something like, oh man, what was the DiCaprio one? You know, one battle after another. Again, bad, black people, white people bad, white people bad. Black people good, white people bad. Yeah, here's some Oscars. Doesn't mean anything now. Doesn't mean anything. As soon as you start going, look, we need to make sure everybody gets these Oscars, doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, an achievement means something when you have to work really hard to get it and you beat loads of other people. Loads of people love it. Wow, what an achievement to get an Oscar or some kind of award or something like that. When you go, right, we need to put parameters in there now. And the only way you can win an Oscar is if you've got a black disabled guy on screen. There's someone with one leg behind the camera. There's someone who thinks they are the opposite sex to what they are, because we love that one. Then you might get an Oscar. And that's what all these these films and TV shows as well are doing. And that's why you will see families in films which make no biological sense. And I seem to remember, not that this is an Oscar contender, but I remember I saw in, what was it? Oh, it was like that shit new Final Destination film they did. The children in the family weren't even physically possible, and yet we're just supposed to sit there and go, yep, that's all good. That's all good. Oh, guys, I'm just adjusting the old microphone there. Anyway, there's so much coming out about the Odyssey and Lupita Nyongo, whatever the hell her name is. Who's a wonderful little DEI hire, and there's loads of interviews. You've seen the one that she's putting out now, where she's going. The interview says something to her like, "Oh, what would you say to Homer if he was around now?" And instead of her being like, "Jesus, what do you say to, you know, a character like that? You know, I can't even think of anything that'd be worthy to say something like that." She's like, huh? How does it feel to see loads of women on screen? How does it feel? That's what she's doing. You've seen that clip. Now, they must have had a load of different interviewers, because it all seems to be happening in the same room with different interviewers, so I don't know what's going on here. I don't really care that much. I'm just laughing. So I'm laughing at these people. It just makes me so bloody depressed now to see these idiots doing this stuff. It's embarrassing. But we all know they're controlled. We all know they're demons. We all know they've sold their soul to be where they are, so they have to follow the playbook. This one is cringe. I haven't actually seen anyone put this one up. That's why I thought I'd use this clip rather than the one where she's going, how does it feel now to see so many women, especially black women, because they're so much better than you, in the Odyssey, yeah. But this one, I had a little look at this. I haven't looked at it all the way through. I probably won't even play all of it. I'll just do some of it just for a bit of fun. But it's so cringe. And the guy sitting next to her, I kind of recognise him. Do you know what? I think he used to be in a British soap, an English soap. I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong. But he's having like secondhand cringe sitting next to him. And the interviewer, this is the problem with people. Everyone is so up their arse. Oh my God, you're amazing. You're amazing. How amazing was everything? Anyway, let's have a little look at this and we'll just cringe through a little bit of it and then we'll flick it off. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Are you ready?
A movie of this scale and scope when you walked onto set first day?
I was just floored by the size of everything. I mean, my first day on set was I was playing Helen, and it was a banquet scene, and I walked on, and I could not believe how many extras were in this gigantic room, like this, and
Look at him sitting next to her. He's like, oh, God, please make it stop. Watch his body language as well. Watch the uncomfortable body language and like the self-soothing that he does. Self-soothing is like, it's a subconscious action. It's where you're like, it's almost like, if you do it with someone else, you're like, oh man, it's okay, buddy. It's all right. Come on, it's okay. You kind of rub them and hug them. Self-soothing is when you do it to yourself. You don't realise you're doing it. When you feel nervous, when you feel scared or you're lying, you kind of self-soothe and rub yourself like that. You watch him doing it.
beautiful Moroccan
Stop buffering.
room, and then the spread of food that was historically accurate to the time, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. So textured, so layered, and really, you went back in time, and I was like, oh, I can't believe I get to be a part of something this
And neither can we.
I feel like your character along, the scenes on the ship, just what it must have taken from you physically, just so demanding. I know this shoot was
So demanding.
for all of you, but those scenes
God, how did you get through it?
on the ships and just the waves and just what you're taking on, what was that like?
What was it like being on that green screen?
It was demanding, but it was thrilling as well.
It was thrilling.
There was so many times, especially on the ship, which was this beautiful ship from Norway.
Beautiful ship from Norway, yeah. An actual ship.
With a very talented crew, some of whom were on the boat with us. They're very experienced. They've sailed that ship across the Atlantic. So it felt like we were. It's interesting. You sort of form a relationship with this boat when you spend that long with it. And it was just such a privilege to get to be on that boat and achieve what we were achieving for the film.
Notice how they managed to get
Demanding,
two
just
non-white people to come on and talk about it, because we've got to get rid of the white people. Get rid of them. We don't want them.
Very special.
We want
And
diversity.
playing these two
Look at her, look. She's so up their arse.
sisters, and the face that launched a thousand
The face that
ships.
launched
What were your
1,000
reactions
ships.
when people
I feel like Helen of Troy, like if they're describing her as this insane beauty, I feel like it's the kind of thing that can only be described. It's not something that can be put into visuals almost. If you had to cast a character or cast an actress, it's like you can't do it justice, because this character would have been described like she was so beautiful that men would just throw themselves on a fire because her beauty was off the scale. You can't actually visualize it. It's that incredible.
to learn about Helen of Troy and to make her your own?
Well, I think that Helen, what endures about her is this beauty, this legendary beauty.
Legendary beauty, because I'm so
And
beautiful.
That is intimidating, I have to say, to portray.
Oh, come on. She's
But
so
I-
arrogant.
well,
She loves
there's
it.
nothing I can do about that. It's either people think I'm
You either think I'm beautiful or not. And if you don't think I'm beautiful, guess what? Guess how many names I'm going to call you. Yeah. All the phobes and all the isms.
who is Helen beyond that, I was very curious to
Who is she beyond that? Who is she?
investigate that and to find the interpretation of that supported Chris's vision. I thought it was really cool that this film um, seeks to explore the cost of war to those who went and those who stayed, and those who caused it and those who were affected by it. And so that was my focus, to try and really.
God, it's so boring, isn't it? Look at him, look, he looks bored. Self-soothing, look, rubbing the ring.
Your characters go through such an amazing journey.
Amazing
and you
journey.
and Matt taking this journey together. I mean, personally, this must have been such an incredible experience.
Incredible.
So
Everything's
to
amazing.
experience that with Matt,
Just
and
amazing.
have this bond. I'm sure all you guys are just going to, share this special bond from making this movie. What is that like?
It's, I mean,
It's amazing. Is it amazing?
A huge honour of a lifetime.
A huge
to
honour,
work
yeah.
With Matt, he's one of the defining film stars of the last sort of 30 years. And what was great was seeing him work, obviously as an actor, which was really inspiring, but also just how he is as a person. He leads with hard work, with dedication, but also with kindness and with an understanding of how hard everyone else is working.
God, it's so boring, isn't it?
You into Greek mythology at all? Because upstairs is a
Oh,
page
100% he's going to say yes.
Odyssey, and everybody's very, very excited and emotional to see.
I had a chance to see it, and I was just fascinated by it. And
Yeah, what? Come on. I need to think of something to say here.
It out, and I asked the historian, "Is this Penelope?" And he was like, "Yeah." I don't know whether he said that just to appease me and make me feel good, but it looked like it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I read Greek now."
Which have you seen it?
Yeah,
Have
I
you been
saw it.
upstairs?
Oh, of course I've seen it. It's the greatest thing in the world.
What an incredible thing to behold.
Yeah, it's
And
amazing.
the water damage.
Yes.
Yeah. But he was pointing out how you can tell when they would have dipped their ink.
Yes.
It starts fading out and then get,
Wow.
yeah.
And there's no spaces between the words. It's very interesting.
Have you both seen the finished film? Have you seen it?
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah, of course we have.
sitting there in the cinema, even though you're part of this incredible movie, but when you're actually watching it, what did you feel like?
How did you feel?
I was just overwhelmed.
Blown away.
I was really
Overwhelmed.
I forgot to breathe.
I forgot to breathe. I just sat there and forgot to breathe for 2 hours.
That breath was necessary.
I need to breathe.
And the film ended, and I was like shaking. I was like, "What just happened?" And I just felt immersed. I felt like I was in the waves with these people, and I was going on this journey, and my life had been turned
Look at him, like
around.
he's just like.
It was just incredible, and I left the cinema. Chris was there, and Emma was there as well, and they wanted to know my thoughts, and I was just shaking, and I was like, I need a second.
Yeah, I
need
can't
a
find my
moment."
words. I just-
Oh my
yeah.
god, I think we've seen enough, haven't we? I don't think I can take any
You know,
more of
it's
this.
kinda like a roller
It's
coaster.
just so sycophantic, isn't it? It's just absolute cringe vomit inducing watching a couple of demons sitting there. Oh god, are they trying to convince us to watch it on an IMAX screen? Everything's about IMAX, isn't it?
Seeing the movie projected on a
I'm seeing the movie projected on this massive IMAX screen. It was the first time I'd seen any of what we'd done.
beyond my wildest dreams.
It was beyond my wildest dreams.
This film looks amazing. Beyond it just being
He almost got like the demonic stare, hasn't he?
aspect of it, the cinematic visual language of it.
Stunning.
The scale is just unbelievable.
Oh, I just can't handle any more of it. I can't handle any more. You see, this is the problem. We never used to get any of this kind of crap. When amazing films were coming out and being made, there was so much secrecy behind it. You knew nothing. You know, you might have heard a whisper somewhere, but you never had all this, like wheeling these actors out and listening to them talking absolute bollocks. It was all so secretive. The only time really you saw anything from actors was at like the Oscars or the Golden Globes or the awards, some kind of thing like that. And they'd come on and, they'd do some stupid speech. But even then it was all so secretive and we barely knew anything about it. And now we just know way too much. We know way too much. And it's taken away that mystery. It's taken away that aura that is around a film, rather than just having this artistic product in front of us. We're seeing like all everything behind the screen. We're seeing all these things that we never want. It's like the ugliness behind it. You know, it's like when you see. It's like when you see. What can I use as an example? It's like you see the outside of something. You know, you see like a beautiful display that's been put up, and when you get behind it, then you see like all the fiberglass and the poles and everything that's all holding it in place, and it just looks ugly when you see all those things. And that's what these guys are doing. They're uglificating everything, and these films are ugly already. It's so depressing. But this. So I know this picture's been doing the rounds. I can't even talk about the authenticity of this picture, but it's doing the rounds. So here it is. Here we are. And this is is that the picture that they have chosen to release? I mean, who knows? Who knows if this is real or not? But if that is, what an ugly image to release. It's awful, isn't it? It's just an awful image. I hate it. It's so ugly. And then, of course, we've got Ellen Page here. She can officially change her name to Elliot. Yeah, okay. Your name's Elliot. Name means nothing, really. But she was Ellen Page. That was her name. And this is just going to kill this. All of this stuff is going to kill this film. It's like they took every single thing that makes everything ugly these days, the DEI stuff, the trans stuff, which everybody hates, and they've shoved it, race swapping. They've shoved it all into one film to like create the ultimate Oscar bait, if anyone cares about Oscars. Thing. It's like everything that we hate all pulled into one thing. How pretty was Ellen Page? She was so pretty. She had that real, like, natural prettiness to her. Oh, God, let's see if I can... hold on, let me get rid of that. Let me just do... can I do Ellen Page? Ellen Page. See if I get, like, before and after. Is it on there? Ellen Page now. Can I do before and after? Before... and is this going to work? Is this going to work? I don't know. Let's try it. Ellen Page before and after. Oh, shit. That is in... Oh, my God. Look at that one. Hang on. Let me just check that's in frame so you guys can see it. Oh, my God. Look at that. Wow. That is so... Let me pick a good one. Oh, my God. What was that one I just saw? Wow. That is so messed up. There you go. Let's choose that one. Let's choose that. My God. Look at that. She was so cute. Like, it's just unbelievable. This is what happens. This is a big part of it. This when these demons get their claws into you, this is what they do. And I would be called all the names, you know, under the sun. I'd be called a phobe, a transphobe, and all this stuff. And I'm spreading hate. But I care more about the people that are falling foul of this than those demons. Not that they care at all, but the people who claim to care about these people, you know, you're spreading hate. I care far more about these people than those guys do. Because these people are being used. It's just awful. Look at it. This is what happens if you... I truly believe if you want to hit the big time in Hollywood, you ain't getting anywhere. You're getting nowhere unless you sell your soul and they own you. You want to hit the big time, you want to be big in films, give us your soul, we'll make it happen. You'll be rich, you'll be famous, you'll be all over the place. But we own you. We own everything about you. And you stop when we say we stop, and you will be a tool that our tentacles, our evil tentacles, will get into. And we'll rip your soul right out of your body. We'll take everything from you. And do you know what? When we're done with you, there'll either be a humiliation ritual, or we'll dispose of you. We'll throw you to the wolves. You wrong us. You don't go along with our agenda. We will destroy you. We'll throw you to the wolves. We'll pour every accusation out you can possibly imagine. You'll never work again. You'll be nothing. We'll ruin you. And that's what they've done to Ellen Page. It's just so sad. And you'll get these people, and they're actually doing it. People are actually going. Even people like that I follow, that like I massively respect. People I really, really like are calling Ellen Page he. They're buying into the agenda. Ellen Page or Elliot Page, whatever her name is now, the name is irrelevant, is a woman. She'll never ever be a man. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much you change the exterior of your body. You're still going to be what you were originally, which is a woman. And what always makes me laugh, the funny thing is, I don't know if you saw the video of her like boxing the other day. The funny thing is, whenever they talk about this transgender stuff, they'll always say, oh, those things are a social construct, playing with cars or boxing or fighting or masculine. It's a social construct and anyone can do it. But the irony is, when they transition, what they always do is, let's say in Ellen's case, she's a woman trying to turn into a man. They always then do all the things which they stereotypically say are only manly because they're a social construct. So how does that make it any difference? That's the thing that makes me laugh. That is quite funny. They say, oh no, it's all a social construct. Like if you said, well, being a boy is having short hair, they'd go, well, that's a social construct. Okay, being a boy is boxing, that's a social construct. Everything you say, they'll say it's a social construct. So why do they then do those things if they're just a social construct? Why don't they just stay exactly? Why didn't Ellen Page just stay exactly as she is? If everything is a social construct, just stay as you are. Do you want to know what is a social construct? Transgender, because that's an invented thing. That's a made-up thing. Yeah, I know. I'm saying things that a lot of people aren't going to say, but that's what you get here, because I am a step away from the dystopia. I'm away from the dystopia. And that's why I like to give you that little break from dystopia. But very sad. We've slightly digressed here. We have slightly digressed. Man, she was so pretty. That's so sad. Really, really is. And I bet you she is hurting inside. I bet you she is in so much pain. I really, really imagine it. Anyway, that's me rambling on a bit. The Odyssey, man, it's really not going to happen, is it? They need that. See, I'd like to say they've got to stop these actors from talking and doing these interviews, but I don't think that's the point. I think they have to do it. This is the whole point of it. The whole point is to deconstruct and destroy and damage, and it's to spread that message, to get that evil out there. I don't think they want these films to do well. They know these films aren't going to do well. It's not the point that these films are going to go out there and make loads of money because they're amazing and people love them. Not like the days when someone would have this incredible passionate idea for a movie and create this thing that so many people loved. That's not the point of it anymore. It's all part of the deconstruction, the destruction of the West. It's all tied into it. Anyway, bit of a rant there, guys, for me. I'll shut up now because I've waffled on for way too long. But anyway, you let me know what you think, guys, down below. Hit the buttons. Like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll get something a bit more fun. We'll take the piss out of a trailer. I found a few that we can have some fun with. Until next time, take it easy.